Hey, I thought I would do this. It might be a little bit faster. And I'll give you the link to this when I get done so you can share it if you need to. This is one of my World Civ 2 classes from a couple of years ago. And if you remember, we have to integrate most of our stuff into Canvas. So some of these assignments are mine that I created, but some, of course, link back to MindTap. And believe it or not, if you go and click in here, I think it still even opens in MindTap. So maybe we can get it to open now. Right, so there it goes. So there's the MindTap class that is still linked to it. So there are some of these, of course, that we pulled over into my Canvas class that related back to to the MindTap, but we had to integrate. So if you go back to my modules, you'll see that in this chapter, that's the link to the chapter that it shows up in MindTap. Setting the scene assignment, that's the video, or that's the video there that kind of sets the scene for that chapter. And this was my discussion board, that's mine. But the map activity and the primary source activity both came out of MindTap. And of course, as we kind of go through the class, you see those that are part of it. Now, as I got into chapter 16, I did a little bit more. There's the map activity there, Mughal Shah's activity that shows up, primary source activity is still there, and that's still mine. And of course, the quizzes were built using the test bank. So I don't know if these will still open or not. I haven't tried them, but let's see if it does. All right, so yeah, it still opens, and so that was one of the uh, assignments that turn the flash on there. All right. Oh, so there it is. So that was some of the activities that came out of MindTap as well. So if you want to kind of get kind of an overview of the class, this was our introductory material. Some of that comes from our institution. There's some of the Cengage stuff. These, of course, are part of the things that we had to do to start our classes, and then the modules follow the book as we sort of go through this. All right, first exam, chapter 18, chapter 19, chapter 20 and 21, and then of course we had our next exam. So if you want to kind of see how the class was, and remember some of these are my assignments that are brought into, for example, that's a discussion for the First World War where the students watched a video and then commented, and that's some of their writing. If we go back, I think one of the other good ones that they always liked was the one about the Holocaust, and it's sort of the same thing. I had them go to watch a movie about Auschwitz off YouTube, and then they would go to the Shoah Foundation site and watch some of the the remembrance videos, and then they would go back and write about those. So in the discussion board. So this is sort of how a kind of our online classes are organized. So the modules are all the chapter assignments, anything that you have for the students. The exams are in there. Some are proctored, some are not. And then you get down to all the way through the final exam. All right, I hope that helps.